Hey, so you know those times in the month that you feel super irritable and you might want to murder your loved one? Or you feel really moody and you're stressed out and overwhelmed by the things on your to-do list, and physically you feel bloated and you might even feel like tender in your breasts, and you might have these cravings to eat all the carbs within a 5-mile radius? That, my friend, is PMS, and it's a lovely reminder that you are about to start your cycle or your period. My name is Lena Dolter, and I'm a lifestyle and wellness coach for women, and it is my mission, I'm also a woman, it's my mission to help women everywhere, especially ambitious women who want to feel more in flow, more in line with their energy. I help them feel more grounded, energized, and clear by getting into rhythm with your cycle. So you might be like, well, how is PMS going to help me get into rhythm? My friend, here's how. So, I want to share with you a couple of stories today. So PMS is natural. It happens to every woman. Okay, correction. 9 out of 10 women experience PMS. So 90% of the female population experiences irritability, mood swings, tender breasts, physical discomfort, bloating. Disgusting, right? You feel bad about yourself. You don't feel shiny and new and fantastic. You don't want to go out on a date, and you don't want to tackle the to-do list that you've been staring at for the past week. And if you're a busy working woman, you may feel like you have no other choice than to push through to get those things checked off your list. And when you do that, you're actually out of flow. You're out of alignment with your natural rhythm, with your body, with nature, and you end up making mistakes. And there are 3 mistakes that women make when they're in PMS. And the first one is they're overloaded to-do list, and they feel overwhelmed. They want to tackle it. So your first mistake is assuming that you have the same energy during the month all the time. Your first mistake is assuming that you have the same level of energy all the time, and you don't. When you go into PMS, your body is naturally lowering in its estrogen and progesterone levels. These are 2 hormones that work well with each other to help you stabilize, but during PMS they are going down, which is why you feel bad. When you assume or act from the place of assuming, whether it's knowing you've assumed it or not, that you can handle everything on your to-do list, you become overwhelmed when you can't, and you judge yourself for not being able to show up the way that you just were energetically. You judge yourself for not being able to show up how you want to, and that compounds the feelings of irritability and frustration and overwhelm. Lastly, when you are in PMS and you've overwhelmed yourself with a to-do list, and then you judge yourself for not getting it all done, or maybe not being able to get it all done, you make impulsive decisions. So because you want to trim down your to-do list, you end up making decisions that don't serve you or the to-do list. Let me give you a really small example. Not too long ago, a friend of mine was making a flyer for her program, and she was editing it, and she was multitasking, and she was in PMS, and she was like, yeah, this looks good, and let me tweak that, and let me tweak that, and she did it, and everything worked out really well, and voila, it was finished. Fast forward 3 days after that, she's looking at the flyer again, and she realizes that she should have said something different, that the header should say something different. And now here comes this feeling of regret, because it's done, it's paid for. The workshop is in about a week and a half. She doesn't really have a lot of time to edit it, and if she does it really help her anyway? So it's just a small example of how when you are feeling overwhelmed and you want to get things checked off your to-do list, you can make a bad choice. You can end up regretting the choice you made because you didn't give this particular task or relationship the amount of energy that it deserved. And what I found as women is that we feel like we have to push through. We have to get it done. We have to show that we're productive. But part of being a woman is being productive in a different way. It's actually leaning back and being conscious of your energy and understanding and knowing where you are in your natural rhythm that actually can support you in being more productive in the next phases of your cycle. So if you want to know more about how to become a woman in flow, how to work with your individual rhythm and energy, I would be happy to jump on the phone with you. You can email me at lena@lenadolter.com. I'll put that in the comment box below. And tell me that you watched this video on YouTube and that you're interested in learning more about being in flow with your own natural energy. Because we all have it. We all have it as women, whether you are on your period, whether you still have a cycle, whether you're on birth control, whether you've had a hysterectomy, you are innately connected to the wisdom of your body, and it is through that wisdom that you have the ability to be the most powerful of yourself, to be of most power to yourself and for others. So I'm going to leave you with that today. And I want you to and I want you to comment below and let me know if these feelings and the descriptions that I shared with you resonated for you. Do you feel like this? Do you know when you have PMS, and how do you handle it? I want to know. Tell me in the comments, and make sure you click the little bell on the video to get the alert when I come live again. So I will see you soon. Happy cycle.